Dwarfs have to deal more than people in any other disability group with the perception of themselves as comical. I found that when I had gone to a dwarf convention and came back and talked about it, that people who were full of empathy and sadness for other conditions I was looking at, or full of praise for people who had done well, all immediately needed to make jokes about dwarfs. It's ubiquitous. It's what happens all the time. And it's very burdensome for people who actually are dwarfs. When I got to know a lot of dwarfs and started going out and doing things with them, I would often find that we would walk into a restaurant and it was as though I had walked in with an ocelot or something. I mean, everyone would turn and stare, and you could feel that everyone was going to go home and say, hey, I was at lunch today, I saw this dwarf. And it's so burdensome, I think, to be in the public eye all the time if you actually haven't chosen to be and aren't getting the salary that usually goes with that degree of visibility. The chief of obstetrics at Columbia Presbyterian Hospital told me that dwarfism is the most difficult diagnosis that she has to give to expectant parents. She said, you say to a parent, your child has a hole in his heart, and they say, but you can fix it, right? And you say, well, maybe we can and maybe we can't. They're all for the child. You tell them that they're having a child who's a dwarf, she said, and people are horrified and even sometimes seem to be disgusted. She said, it's very strange how extreme the response is. I think it has a lot to do with that sense of visibility. I mean, there's one mother of a dwarf who I talked to who's a very elegant woman and who described just how much she hated it, that whenever she was out with her daughter, everyone was looking at them. It's that constant glare of attention that can be so undermining of the life of the dwarf child and really so difficult for the entire family. It takes a lot of toughness to get through it.